On the right we have Aranyaka, and on the left we have Nava. Both are designed by Denisa the Artist Kid, and both are owned by RigelWeiss, who is on Team Crystals. I'm gonna start on the line art and stuff. It's kind of hard. I don't want to like draw while look at the phone. It's like I'm beginning. It's now time for coloring. Guys, I don't think this paper was meant for this. It's bending. Ah, it's fixed now. Mostly. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you that this side's mainly complete. I'll just have to go over it one more time with line art because some of the lines are kind of swiggly and I just want to fix that bit. Like, I'm going to fill in this because I forgot about this. I'm going to fill that in with line art. Yeah, and then I started on this guy already. Yeah, not finished, but it's getting there. I really like these guys. They're very fun. Very beautiful guys. That's why I chose to draw them, because I like them. I wanted to try to draw a very complex duo. Very complex. All these little spikes everywhere. Yeah. Ta-da! I did the colors. I used the white that went over everything to try to replicate the kind of watery effect that this one has, which was more difficult because this one didn't have water, it had stars. This one had like really cool reflection shines on them. So I tried to include that. Time to do the background, I guess, and hope I don't mess everything up. Background colors, the bases of them have been set. See the parts where I didn't color in because I was worried about getting the color in like I did here. It's okay. That's the fun part about art. It's fun. Bob Ross, they're happy little accidents because it's just for fun. It's for happiness and expression, and I like this. I'm very happy with how this is turning out. Background complete-ish. I accidentally covered up a bit too much, but I just went back over with some more pink. But I'm happy with this so far. Yeah. Not adding shading and lighting because that'd be extra painful, and I'm not as confident currently with doing that in physical art. So I'm just going to leave this as like abstract, background, pattern, full body, because it's at least 75%. 2 arms, leg, because the whole tail is a part of the percentage. I'm gonna go for the lines again to make them cleaner, because in some spots they're a bit, I still haven't filled that in yet. They're a bit messy, but I'm going to go over it one last time with line art, and then I'm going to maybe add more shines. I don't know. There we go. Can you guys tell the difference? I don't know if you can or not. But now my hand's tired. Very tired hand. Because that's why I don't usually do physical art. It usually tires up my hand more, but I'm very happy with how this turned out. I just need to sign it, and I'm putting who designed them and who owns them right there, so that I remember when I open this up and be like, huh, these guys aren't mine. I forgot who made them. And then I'm like, oh wait, there they are. There they are. Ta-da. Time to submit it, and hope I get permission. Okay, you guys know this is Slumber, designed by Twin and owned by bowsully. This guy looked very comfy, very nice, very chill guy to draw. And for usually, if you're wondering about my process, it was the same as the other one. I wasn't able to time-lapse all of them. But anyway, I do a sketch, and then I outline the sketch, and then I use a thicker outline on the sketch and colored everything in however, well, actually first I colored everything in and then I did the thicker outline because that's what helps me hide all my mistakes. And then for this one specifically, I shaded with color pencil because I liked how that looked. I gave them a hat that was a watermelon hat. It turned into a watermelon hat because I wanted to make it something. I didn't know what to make it. It just ended up turning into that because the original color I was going to use I didn't really like. So then I changed it, and then I liked how it turned out. The main thing I want to do was give him a sleepy hat because he's in bed and he's all happy. He's going to go to bed because he's a sleepy little guy. And for the background, the wallpaper, I kind of just added little darker green stars to fill in the empty space, and there was a window here. I don't know if you could tell that was a window. It was so fun drawing all these little sparkly stars right here. That was very fun. I like his proportions. Here is the next guy. This is a Rain World OC, both owned and designed by dhermaj. This guy is Shard. I really enjoy drawing slug cats, so I did that a couple times during this art fight because they're just very, very nice to draw, very calming. A good restful fun with all their shapes and fluffiness and or like marshmallow-like qualities. And in his description, it says that he tries his best to be kind and friendly to everybody. So that's why I drew him offering a fruit. Ta-da-da. And for the background, I made him kind of like in a cave. Like, so there's the water behind him in the top, so he's kind of like in a tunnel. It was here I again drew the shadows in with colored pencil. Different colored pencils depending on the part of the fur is on. Especially this. The marker that does this is probably one of my favorites because it goes on top of everything and it's such a clear color. It is so exact. It is so strong. And I love these markers as well, the ones that I use for outlines, because it helps me hide all my mistakes, as I said before, and feel more confident about the finished piece. This here is Wren, who is both owned and designed by Helena11, or Helena11. Wren is a beautiful wyvern dragon creature character little guy. I liked how they looked, and also this little drawing is a revenge as well. I didn't have a purple that was in the sense of like dull or dark enough for Wren's actual color, but I had already started, so I couldn't stop. And for the background, I did a simple bit of space with some green stars, dark green and light green stars. And I did some white little shiny stars that are really big, and little specks and spots. For this guy, I mainly did color pencil, but I also did marker for the wings, because I had purple for that one. For this piece, I did also use the outlining thing I like to do, but it's kind of hard to tell because I did the whole background in that, I'm pretty sure. I might have touched this when it was still wet, but that's okay. We don't have to look up there. We look everywhere else. Here we have Slider, who is owned by AyleeUhn and designed by Fabupona. This is Slider. Da-da-da. I liked his lore and how he was a cave dweller. If you're wondering who this guy is, this is my OC CO2. I drew my little guy with this guy because in the permissions they said it would be cute if I drew my guy with their guy. So I did that because I felt like drawing my guy too. I took a bit longer on this drawing because I was struggling to figure out how to put my guy in here, but I really like this guy's whole thing. He like lives in caves and things, and the kind of thing I did for the composition is like, oh, Slider can be taking out a fossil for CO2. So I tried to make the environment cave-like and have these pointing rocks that go down and the cave crevice wall things and different textures in the ground to show it. Yeah, the cave is really blue because it is stylization. And also still adding my outlining of my guys because I like doing that. The main struggle I had with this one was colors because I don't have a large selection of very specific colors, so Slider's colors are not perfect or exact to the reference, but they're the best I could get to the reference. I like the tail. I like the patterns and everything. And for this drawing, I decided to do shading with blue colored pencil because I was already doing that for the background, and I think it just brings out some cool highlights, shadows, and backgrounds. I'm very happy with this one. I'm very happy with how it connects and flows. Yeah. Here, I drew Mirror very simply because I was burning out a bit, so I wanted to just do something for fun. I didn't want to worry about background, so I didn't. Mirror is designed by Seppi Skylights and owned by AmeAFK. I chose to do this guy because I like him. I found this character by searching Faceless, I'm pretty sure, because it's fun to find OCs that don't have faces or like have their faces covered or things. So that's what I searched for. And I tried to make a little effect here of Mirror's face kind of like glowing a bit against the fur. That was very fun to do. And I love how simple the color palette is for Mirror, but still so very beautiful and exquisite. The the pattern of everything, which is why I chose to draw them, because I just wanted to draw a fun colored character. And I had fun doing my outlines, but like with blue to match this little guy, and then changing the blues out to just give it a fancy outline. This here is 3 Ring Binder, who is both owned and designed by Spacessie. I somehow attacked this person twice without realizing it. It was kind of funny. It was very fun trying out to make good gray, so I very lightly used an actual pencil to get this gray, because I didn't have the proper gray colors I would want. So just very, very lightly coloring with that. And then I had some silver, so I did some silver in some areas to add the highlights for the shadows. It was really fun doing that. But I did notice a mistake I made. I didn't realize, or I don't know how I made the mistake, but it's supposed to be one binder. It's not 2 individuals. It's one binder. It's okay. I'm sure it's fine. But yeah, I liked these paperclip ears. That is beautiful. That is such a cool idea. Such a beautiful thing to have in your character. And the little, I don't know what that thing is called, but it's used to hold papers together. I like little dragon guys, so it was really fun drawing this guy. And again, I didn't draw a background because tired. Backgrounds a bit too much, but characters, I could never have too much of those. Blip. This here is the Missingo, which has 2 different forms, which is really cool. I like those kinds of characters. Who is owned by Chili's Zai and designed by AyleeUhn. I really like question marks and exclamation marks. I did not know if you knew that, but now you do. So I love the inversion of having question mark, exclamation mark, and then question mark, exclamation mark, and especially the question marks, or the marks being ties. That I really like. So for this one, I kind of just wanted to do a inversion. One's upside down, one the right side up, but it's kind of like a reflection across them. For this one, I used the white version of the black marker I usually use, and I tried my best, but it is kind of interesting. Still happy with how it turns out. I will always be happy with that. But it was really fun doing this. And still no background because it's too much for me at this moment. I really liked how long his hair though was. Although this isn't quite as long how it actually is. Also, I didn't realize until now, but I might have missed a bit of his design in the sense of it looks like he has like hair clips in both of them, and I did not realize that. I think I thought they were like the shines. Now looking back is like, oh wait, I think I missed that. My bad. This here is both owned and designed by my best buddy, LotoTheCakepopPlush. This is her character, LotoTheCakePop, and I attempted to do a hyperpop-ish kind of thing. So I went crazy with the colors, blue and then pink, pink with green and blue with dark blue, and I gave random accessories just for fun, the top hat and scarf. Also put little shiny stars kind of thing here and there. Very fun. And I did props because there are props here. Little guys. Yay. It was fun experimenting. Trying to make things very colorful and fancy. They're in a spotlight, by the way, if you couldn't tell.